while we're waiting on a powerful video to be edited, but it's not. I'm just saying, like some people have so much of a following and so much of an influencer, and they're doing so much for this world, which they're not. They'll come out and, put a huge video out that took forever to edit, and it's good. And then they put out a video small and being like, we're going to get into this while we're waiting on the other one getting edited, but we ain't doing none of that shit. This is just some quotes about the New World Order. Most of y'all have heard about the New World Order. It's real, and it has to do with demons, and it does. And it has to, the only way this New World Order can be accomplished on such a mass scale is you have to, these brains literally have to be programmed, okay? And one of the ways that we can look to see if young adults left convolution of the brain is developed is to, since we're all about science and there's organ donors, well, then, someone that's 16 to 20, you get many of them, and then you look at their brain to see if it's been developed. If it's still mushy, like a stroke victim, that means it ain't never been developed. So there's your evidence right there. So when something hasn't been developed, then there's going to be no critical thinking. And what that means is put everything down. You've been designed to where you go, hey, Google, and it gives you an answer. So if the answer is not in there, it's not real. So that's insane that you think that an instant answer, and then behind that instant answer is what? Experts, licensed experts. For many years, we've been doing this forever and testing and doing it. It's not real. So we're going to give you a few quotes. It says the powers of financial capitalism had another far-reaching aim. Nothing less than to create a world system of financial control in private hands, able to dominate the political system of each country and the economy of the world as a whole. This system was to be controlled in a feudalist fashion by the central banks of the world, acting in concert by secret agreements arrived at infrequent private meetings and conferences. The apex of the system was the Bank for International Settlements in Basel, Switzerland, a private bank owned and controlled by the world's central banks, which were themselves private corporations. The growth of financial capitalism made possible a centralization of world economic control and use of this power for the direct benefit of financiers and the indirect injury of all other economic groups. That was from Professor Carol Quigley of Georgetown University in Tragedy and Hope, A History of the World in Our Time, Macmillan Company, 1966. This is from former Congressman John Rarick in 1971. He says the Council on Foreign Relations is, quote, the establishment, unquote. Not only does it have influence and power in key decision-making positions at the highest levels of government to apply pressure from above, but it also announces and uses individuals and groups, LGBT and all that other shit, to bring pressure from below to justify the high-level decisions, news, programming you, for converting the U.S. from a sovereign constitutional republic into a servile member state of a one-world dictatorship. See what I mean? The players are at the top. They're not on your side. Okay? These news stations are down here, and then they broadcast. Black magic is casting spells. It's very easy. And then you absorb that shit. Even, listen, y'all mock everything. In the Matrix, he says that the people will hold on to it. That's referencing you. We're talking about the New World Order. We already did a video a long time ago and recently about how Council on Foreign Relations in California said that they're ate up with the Illuminati, basically, in these Jesuits. And how communism's on its way in like 1951 or something. Warning everybody. swept under the rug. So now, this is from Professor Arnold Toynbee in a June 1931 speech before the Institute for the Study of International Affairs in Copenhagen. He says, "We are at present working discreetly with all our might to wrest this mysterious force called sovereignty out of the clutches of the local nation states of the world." This is from Dr. Augustus O. Thomas, President of the World Federation of Education Associations, August 1927, quoted in the book International Understanding, Agencies Educating for a New World, 1931. If there are those who think we are to jump immediately into a new world order, actuated by complete understanding and brotherly love, they are doomed to disappointment. If we are ever to approach that time, it will be after patient and persistent effort of long duration. The present international situation of mistrust and fear can only be corrected by a formula of equal status, continuously applied to every phase of international contacts until the cobwebs of the old order are brushed out of the minds of the people of all lands. They're getting rid of marriage. They're getting rid of private property. They're getting rid of mother, father. They're getting rid of everything. And they're doing it behind that group that has never had that brain developed. Do you not see that? How all these young minds just are so easily drawn to fake colors. Straight out of Disneyland and take this off Disneyland, you've got any white land. Kneeling. Yeah, like the LGBT, like, yeah, we would have forced them players to kneel and bow down. They're using, that's the New World Order group, is LGBT. Matt Child said it, and I'm telling you, and you know it by now. It's not hard to see it. Every segment, anytime something happens, they're sitting right there yelling the most fucking satanic, racist garbage that you could ever imagine. And the news just says they're sitting there protesting. Do you not see that? It's a tag team. They're below and above, like we just quoted right here. And the structures you go to are guiding you into hell. All right. H.G. Wells, in his book entitled The New World Order, 1939. When the struggle seems to be drifting definitely towards a world social democracy, there may still be very great delays and disappointments before it becomes an efficient and beneficent world system. Countless people will hate the New World Order and will die protesting against it. When we attempt to evaluate its promise, we have to bear in mind the distress of a generation or so of malcontents, many of them quite gallant and graceful-looking people. H.G. Wells. I'll stop there. Okay? Those of y'all against me, they have not taught the students in this nation how to count money, physical money. This nation was founded on money. So these central banks, which are demons at the top, but we're not getting out of this, so we have to continue in it. But when you get physical money into an invisible thing, if the power goes out, you don't have shit. You have nothing at all. That's one option. You don't teach the students checkbooks, credit cards, responsibility, how to structure shit, nothing like that at all. At all. At all. And then when these minds that haven't been developed are in a system, then they're like, guys, it's so expensive. Do you see? They're creating this They're creating a mind to say, I don't like this system. And then the brands right now that's in every city will go along with the communist thing. They're the ones brands. Slaves were branded. They're the same brands. Every brand will go along with this new world order. If you get shots and all this shit, then you can participate in your society. Your children will be going from house to house with gadgets and AI robots eventually, making sure that you're going along with the new world order. They're going to consolidate the money. They'll do all that shit. Everything that most of y'all have worked for and think that you're setting some shit up, you're not fucking doing that. Trust me. It's not hard to see. They've created the dumbest human beings ever in order to move them into one direction, and the only fucking way they can do it is with screens. And that's it. And y'all have no idea how blind that you truly are. And most of y'all are upset. And it's like, we're fucking giving you who you are. You're just a pawn in this scheme to get. That's what I'm saying. Even the players at the top who we think are for us, even if they don't know it, they're not. They're guided into a direction. It don't matter what we do down here on the bottom. It's fucking irrelevant whenever it's controlled at the top. And the whole thing is if we're founded on God, Christianity, marriage, true marriage, do you understand? None of that's taught. None of that's taught. They took it all out and you didn't say shit. And now every one of y'all have these fucking gadgets coming at me saying, I'm stupid. Most of you was against those going into the schools, and look at where you are now. Who the fuck won? They did. And look at them. Look at the students. Be honest. If they were in shape and fucking alert and all that, they would say this is garbage. But they're not. They're malnourished. Their skin is pale. Doesn't matter. They have no sunlight, no nutrition at all. They're not taught. They're made of water. You're made of water. We need to go to the creeks and rivers and ponds and oceans, and you need to get the fuck in there. You're made of water. You come from water. We are going to have 50 fucking field trips to water during school. But they didn't set it up that way. It's to keep you as far away from possible as they can. And then you go home and watch Jaws and piranha fucking movies. Of course, you're not going to go to any water. That's dumb. And you're not taught how to swim, which is the best exercise ever. It's so awesome swimming. It's what we need to do right now. If you can get over your upsetness towards me, and we'll start a movement right now to where we'll go to all these little swim holes. And I'll prove to you that eventually, if we keep burning them up, that they'll show up with their fucking Ahrimanic demons going, we're testing everything. It's, oh, look, even though there's flowers so beautiful growing at it right there, grass and everything growing, there's nothing wrong with the soil. But we're going to come in and test it. Come here, let me test it. That's how gone y'all are. Gone. Gone. Life is growing out of the ground. Oh, let me test. Oh, it's bad. Well, let's go break down what you eat and drink today. And I can guarantee you this. What you've ate and drank today, when I liquefy it, it'll be more contaminated than any fucking thing that you test out there in nature. But in your world, it's not. Do you not understand that? What you see is actually doing everything to you. And you can't fucking see that. And you will not accept it. You'll be like, no. And it's like, that's the whole thing. Watching these individuals come out of these stores with masks on that are overweight, 400 pounds, children overweight, and they've got 12 packs of sodas, snacks, fucking chocolate cookies, and all kinds of shit. Now, where's your common sense? What is doing that to them? Them sitting inside, them being scared. And who the fuck is scaring them? The news. On purpose. Matt's not here. There's a messenger trying to give you some information, and you are fucking literally doing this, protecting AI and screens that most of you never fucking had growing up. So it's got you too. New World Order is no joke. Love you.